very good afternoon from here in the centre of Gibraltar. This evening we're going to take a stroll around Gibraltar. A very good morning from here in Gibraltar. A very good morning guys from here in Casemate Square. So, very good afternoon guys from here in the centre of Gibraltar. And today we're going to look at the upper town area. Now if you guys have been following the channel or indeed the weather here in Gibraltar, you know the weather has been horrific this week. But we've got 3 hours. A 3-hour window where it's not going to be rainy, it's not going to be windy, it's not going to be stormy here today on Good Friday. So what we're going to try and do is make as many videos as possible. So come join me. So guys, the day is Good Friday. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. And there is just a break in the rain clouds. We've got a bit of blue sky. So I thought, why not? Let's go for a walk, guys. So, if you don't know where we are just about to reach Main Street with City Mill Lane. Now this is one of my favourite streets here in Gibraltar. We're going to take a walk up City Mill Lane and just have a little look. This is where I would say the upper town area starts, or when we get to the next junction anyway. Maybe this is still town area. So yeah, lovely day for it, or a lovely couple of hours for it anyway. As I say, the weather will deteriorate in a few hours time, but let's just take a look. There's quite a few barber shops and kebab shops on this street, so yeah, if you want your hair cut, you fancy a kebab, definitely a street to hit up. We've got this place here, looks like it's closed down. This place always reopens and closes as a different bar, and yeah, I don't think it's been so successful. So this street here, City Mill Lane, has to be one of my favourite streets here in Gibraltar. Look at it, it's absolutely beautiful, the street behind me and the street we're travelling through now. It reminds me of being somewhere warm and somewhere Mediterranean. But let's continue on with our journey of the upper town area. Come join me. So as we walk past the Paparazzi Steakhouse here, some people claim this to be one of the best restaurants in Gibraltar. I have eaten here and yeah, it was decent steak, I guess. If I was to think what is the best restaurant in Gibraltar, that might be a series for next year or something. That's just a question I can't answer. But we've arrived here at Cornwalls Parade, so let's have a little look around this part of the upper town area. So to see more of the upper town, obviously we need to go up. Looking at these stairs behind me, they look a little bit steep, so let me try and find an easier way to get higher up here in the town area. And what a beautiful couple of hours it's going to be, you know. The sun is shining, yes it is a bit cloudy, but at least we haven't got any problems with wind and speaking into the microphone, so I guess that's one of the good things. So let's continue our tour, let's go. So let's look at the Cornwalls Yard building, as we are on Cornwalls Parade, and we're going to take a look at the row of shops here and what exactly there is here on Cornwalls Parade. Now you've got to remember it's Good Friday, so there is nothing really open, but also it's very quiet on the street, so it's really nice and easy for me to film and do the intros and outros without waiting for people to walk past. Sometimes it can take a few hours just to do a 10-minute video, but let's really get up into the upper town area, and unfortunately to do that we're going to have to go up some steps. So yeah, let's climb these steps. We are at the bottom of Castle Street here, and let's see what's at the top of Castle Street. Now I've only been on this road once, lovely bit of street art there if you saw that. I've only been on this road once, so it's nice to revisit it, and I think I went past this street years ago. Not since I've recently lived in Gibraltar, but this row of houses reminds me of Copenhagen. So I think going up Castle Street is the easier option. And wow, what a street. I think I've only ever walked up here once or twice. And I've discovered a little gem here in the centre of Gibraltar. But come on guys, let's keep the journey going. So here we are at the top of Castle Steps. Now let's just have a little look around here, and I find this very interesting. This kind of layout reminds me of also being in North Africa a little bit. Not so much the buildings, but the way the pavements are laid out and they spread out into different alleys. Yeah, you can definitely see how old the town area is. But we see a group of, I couldn't tell if they were tourists or university students, if there's a secret uni house here, but definitely young people here in Gibraltar. So we found a very cute square here in the middle of the upper town area. Now the question is, which way do we go and explore? If we go up here, we're going to end up with the monkeys in the nature reserve, and I've just seen some people heading that way, which is a bit strange because it's 3 o'clock, so they're not going to get too much time up there. If you want to go up the rock, unless you're driving or taking the cable car, I suggest you get an early start. But I think we're going to try New Passage just over here. Let's walk down here and see what else we can find here in the old town. Come join me. So here we are, New Passage. Let's take a little stroll down this little lane and see, look, the most interesting out of the three, and I didn't want to go any higher up towards the rock, to be honest with you. Maybe we can have a look at that part of the upper town in another episode. But look at these absolutely beautiful flower and plant decorations here outside people's houses. It just makes the street so much more charming. Let's have a look at this. There's loads of little secret stairways. Now, I don't know if these stairways are going to take you back into the town area or if they're going to take you into different houses. I'm not going to try them out, to be honest, because if I have to walk down them, I have to walk back up them. So this kind of video does take a lot of energy out of it for me, but let's keep going. We're here at Pezzy's Steps, and these, again, are more steps, more like steep steps heading up towards the rock. But yes, we come to another junction here. I'm enjoying this little exploration here. It's giving a really good insight of how the people of the town area actually live and where they live. Now, I live in the town area as well, but I feel like the upper town area has got some sort of divide to where I live in the lower town area. But yeah, you walk through here and it's so authentic, so let's keep the journey going. Let's go. So let's continue our little walk of this unexplored area. Now, this street here, New Passage, is definitely somewhere I have never been before. So it's amazing after so many years of living in the area, and I'm finding new things. It's only thanks to this channel. I mean, if I wasn't filming, I wasn't doing anything, I would literally just walk past these streets because I have no need to go up them. But let's take this secret staircase now and see what's at the top of it. I think this is looking like residential buildings, but do you see what I mean when I say you can feel like you're in North Africa with all these little winding alleyways going into houses? It's absolutely marvellous. It's like a little labyrinth here in the centre of town. But let's get back on the street we were going down. I think this is still New Passage. Oh wow, look at this house. It's just the effort that people put in to making the place and the environment nicer is just, it's just lovely to see, and it's something I wish we could see all across Gibraltar. But here we are, New Street, or at least on the junction with New Street here. So let's look at these buildings. There's just so many twists and turns and little alleyways here in the upper town area. It's so easy to get lost, and the fact is, I don't actually know exactly where I am. But it's lovely just to get lost and explore, and it's amazing to think that this little gem is only a 5-minute walk away from Main Street. So you've got this whole hidden community here living in Gibraltar, bang in the centre of town. But come on guys, let's find our way out of the maze. So as we make our way down the steps, I'm ashamed to say I did get a little bit disorientated, a bit lost, didn't know where I really was. But then we've met this road. I think this is Prince Edward's Road. No, it's not. What is this? Is this? I can't remember the name of this road, but it is very, very close to where I live. And where we started this video here at the bottom of City Mill Lane, we are now at the very top of City Mill Lane. So we've done a kind of massive, weird-shaped loop. But there we are. It's lovely to see. As I say, the shops are still closed. What a peaceful afternoon it is here. So we are here. I know where we are now. We're not very far from my house actually. So let's take a walk along Governor's Parade. I think we'll call that the end of our tour of the Upper Town area, so come join me, guys.
Governor Street. I knew it was Governor Street. I said it was Governor Street, alright? I knew exactly where I was, okay? But anyway, let's cut down the passage here and make our way to Governor's Parade here. I think, as always, this is just a lovely place to start and end a video. One of my favourite spots here.
So guys, we didn't get to see the whole of the Upper Town area. Maybe I'll split it over a couple of days as a video, but yeah, we got to get a flavour and a taste of how the people live up in the Upper Town area. I think it's quite a beautiful and charming part of Gibraltar. But from me here in Governor's Parade, yes, we're in our normal location here. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.